Hi everyone, this is Tanya from Inner Strength Alignment Studio, where we do postural alignment therapy. And I want to talk to you today about the correct way to do a plank. So what I often see when I ask someone to do a plank is they come down, they get into their position, and they've got their tailbone tucked under and their spine rounded, and especially their upper back domed. A lot of times they have their hands clasped together in front of them. And what this is doing is it's really pulling the spine out of its natural shape and its most functional shape. And so then what happens is we ask the wrong muscles to start doing work, and we throw our alignment out of balance. So when we are exercising, when we're moving, especially when we're strengthening, we always want to make sure that we are maintaining our functional design so that our body is strengthening itself and working in the healthiest way. So what you want to do is you're going to come onto your hands and knees, and you're going to have a long spine, a long neutral spine with a neutral pelvis, meaning that your tailbone's not tucked under and it's not lifting up and you're not dumping in your mid-back. So you have this nice long spine, and you can see that my spine is slightly dropped in between my shoulder blades, not pushing my spine up. Just the same as it would be if I were upright and my shoulders were hanging down the back of my rib cage, which is where they should be, not hanging down the front of my rib cage. So we want that good posture in our plank position as well. So I'm going to come down onto my hands and knees. I'm going to maintain that spinal alignment, that pelvic alignment, and I'm going to lower down to my forearms so that I maintain a plank position when I step my legs out. So now I'm going to step back. And as you can see, I'm maintaining my neutral pelvis, which means that my hip flexors are going to be working properly. I'm maintaining my neutral spine, which means I'm not sagging in my mid-back. So I've got to work my abdominals in the front of my body that hold my rib cage together and doesn't let it open out and my back to dump down. My back and my shoulders are working because now my shoulders really have to stabilize my spine so that I'm not pushing up here, but I'm also not falling down to the floor. My hip flexors are working properly and my quads are working properly. Our hip flexors, which are one of our major moving and stabilizing muscles, it's the only muscle, the iliopsoas group, is the only muscle that connects from our upper body in the front of the spine. It goes through the pelvis and connects in the inside of the leg. So it connects our upper body and our lower body. It's the only muscle that does this. And it has two functions. It's one of our major gait muscles because it's what brings the leg forward, bringing the leg up towards the body as we walk. But when we are standing and weight bearing, that psoas muscle kind of stretches out and stabilizes and holds us in this upright position. So it's important that we have a good functioning psoas and hip flexor muscle, which is another reason why our pelvis position is important during our plank. So again, to recap, you're going to come down, you're going to have your arms parallel, nice long neutral spine, nice neutral pelvis. And here, we've got everything engaged, front of the body, back of the body. I'm thinking of my spine growing long. My shoulder blades are pulling down the back side of my body. My rib cage is holding together. My abdominals are working to maintain the center of my body. My hip flexors are working. My quads are working. My glutes are working. I've got a nice flex in my ankles and flex in my toes. All of my major load joints, my shoulders, my hips, my knees, my ankles, are all in line. So everything everything is working properly here as I strengthen. Planks are one of the best full body workouts, and I hope that they are something that you incorporate into your regular workout and that you incorporate properly. So now that you have a better understanding of how to really work the muscles in their proper way and to do the exercise, I hope you enjoy your planks.